months ago has all built for this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. He could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on last season's national champions, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21 as the Bible starter. The Knights offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Big moment of the opening drive. They face third down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary, and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it here. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. Stop him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense here. The linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running play called on third and short. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets them up at the 24.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, and they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now they're running on the toss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
On the move now. Escapes the pocket.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives them a chance.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Throwing off play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Knights. A big defensive score.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when
he cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. Chance for the offense to redeem itself after the pick 6. First down and goal. Using his legs, it's Palmer. He's swarmed by the defense. Second and goal for the offense. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about going downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Offense operating from the pistol. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. With the catch, it's Richardson. They bring him down for the drive has now reached the 35. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Richardson. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
QB keeper all the way. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing, but they needed more than that here. They line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it on the move. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackle, but 1st down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The Knights are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. So on 4th down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And it's UCF in the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keeps it on the design run. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Slides the good throw. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Second down now after the sack. Looking for a receiver. Bringing pressure. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. Third and very long. Out of the gun now on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The reception gets about 7 yards, with fourth down coming up here. And the Horned Frogs will have to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 40. Coverage seat brings down the returner. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had us settled for 3 last time. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gets loose. He's in the clear. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Oh, the defense lost the edge of the defense. Good job of going with that touch pass, kind of a jet sweep to get out on the perimeter and let this receiver show what he can do with that kind of speed.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And a player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. Another handoff to him on second and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And looking to throw now on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw, caught over the middle. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. The shotgun running play call. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And now from the pistol formation. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play. 2nd down after that completion. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. The Horned Frogs will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. The Knights come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Pulls a stiff on him. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brings her in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! This quarterback on fire today.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Extra That makes it a 17-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to move it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they come up with this time. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Palmer. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Palmer. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop them at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Down the field for a touchdown. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Knights will crank up the tempo. Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Knights have 1st and 10 here. The quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. With the catch, it's Jenkins. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. It was a 1st and 10 play. Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Knights are in the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, UCF. They connect for 6.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. The DB's backing off from the line now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on the screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Big 12 championship. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. they've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep looking deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. And that gain up for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
It's 3rd down for the offense. The back's got some hard running there through a tackle.
It seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The Knights will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's looking to scramble. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Knights pick up enough for a first down here. Motion now from the tight end. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. And it's a bunch formation. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. What a catch! They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Clements. They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Tracks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down. It's a big play all the way to the 43. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. First down. They're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught. Second down now. Press coverage now from these DBs. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Short pass finds the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The deficit remains at 6 after that miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And here's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. And we'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
The Knights will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. We'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. QB keeps it himself. First down, looking for more now.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get them to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. Trying to find room. It's Palmer. And that run produces a decent gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And look at this. The fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Looking to throw here. Here comes an important 3rd down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive to throw to the left. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. And it's UCF in the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Loose football. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
The one thing
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. They'll run it from the gun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. 1st down here for this offense. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a short completion with a big tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Makes a quick catch.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
3rd down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off. Important 2nd down play coming up. Gets made on the out route. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And that's an offensive pass interference call. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The short completion with the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Need to pick up something here on 3rd down. A field goal try here will be from 58. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be 1st and goal at the 7. And the Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. He goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. That fumble on the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Knights come to the line to run the hurry up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Richardson. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. He drops back in the gun. He's got it and went for a first down. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Knights! They jump on top now here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the TCU offense takes the field. Conference championship on the line. Not much time left. Down 3. Looking for some magic here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Their last chance here. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. He's got a 1st down and more. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Richardson. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. Conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, UCF. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. time a factor here late in the game. He'll just take a knee, and they'll start the drive with a 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? First down. We're going to throw the football. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense spends a timeout here. There's 16 seconds remaining.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Looking to pass here on second down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone. The defense holds to wrap up the victory. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.